Okay. I know, but it's not clickbait. On this channel, it's never clickbait. I'll explain real quick. So, on the eve of March the 3rd, 1972, we shot a probe into deep space. Exhibit A, the Pioneer 10 spacecraft. Exhibit B, this man produced a questionable drawing intended for perusal by alien species. He insisted that this plaque be mounted on the unsuspecting craft, Exhibit C. Exhibit D, sad drawing. Don't make me zoom in. Conclusion? We sent a dick pic to E.T. It's never clickbait. Humans have looked up to the stars for hundreds of thousands of years, but human spaceflight started in earnest only 70 years ago. In 1957 we launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial object to orbit the Earth. After shooting spacecraft into Earth orbit and the Moon, we started launching probes to the other planets of the solar system in the 1960s and 70s. In 1972 the first mission was launched to the outer planets. Pioneer 10 was to approach the gas giant Jupiter. But not only that, the probe was set to perform a slingshot maneuver in Jupiter's gravity well, catapulting itself to escape velocity and moving out of the solar system altogether. It was the first man-made object leaving our solar system, collecting data all the way until it finally ran out of power in 2003. Also around this time, the search for alien life as a scientific enterprise began to develop. It mainly was two astronomers, Carl Sagan and Frank Drake, yes, the Drake equation dude, who lobbied for and finally produced the greeting message from humanity that was to be carried by Pioneer. The Pioneer plaque, as it became known, was drawn by Linda Saltzman Sagan, an artist and Carl Sagan's wife at the time. The Pioneer plaque was intended as a postcard from humanity, as a form of greeting and also as an explanation of who made the probe. The most readily recognizable feature are we, the human man and woman, with the Pioneer craft in the background for scale. Both are naked because that's kind of our natural state of being, even if we don't run around like that anymore. The man has raised his hand in greeting. Also easily recognizable to us is the course of the Pioneer craft, showing our solar system and pointing out Earth as our home planet, the source of the spacecraft. Now the rest is a bit more difficult to interpret. This here is a transition of hydrogen. It shows the spin flip of the electron and uses the resulting radiation as a scale for length. The radiation emitted by this transition has a wavelength of 21 centimeter. So this is an elaborate way to draw a 21 centimeter ruler. Additionally, this radiation has a temporal period of 0.7 nanoseconds, so this simple drawing defines both a length and a time scale. This particular atomic transition wasn't just randomly picked out, but is one of the most ubiquitous processes we can observe in space. This part here shows 14 pulsars with frequencies given in the hydrogen timescale and noted down in binary code. The distances from the pulsars define the positions of the solar system, so this is like giving our cosmic address. Yeah, that's right. We didn't just send a dick pic, we also doxed ourselves. Well, there were and still are many different criticisms of the Pioneer plaque. Some people said that the whole idea was way too caught up in specifically human ways of thinking. And any aliens would never be able to make head or tails of it, because they would think in a radically different way. Others complained that the humans were naked, or that they looked too white or too black or too Asian. And some people complained that only the man has a greeting pose while the woman was standing around passively. And you know, you can interpret a million different things into a drawing like that. It's almost like a Rorschach test. And there's also one more serious criticism. Is it even a good idea to contact aliens? In the 60s and 70s, people were far more open to this idea and also far more enthusiastic about anything to do with space. But today we have a cultural concept called doxing, and most people are aware that it's kind of risky if other people know where you live. In current discourse, the mainstream opinion isn't anymore that aliens are those wondrous and helpful beings, but more that they may be a huge danger. Looking at our own history, whenever a more advanced civilization has come into contact with a lesser developed one, it has never ended well for the latter. This has been popularized, especially by the Three Body Problem series, as the dark forest theory. Space is like a dangerous dark forest. It is the best strategy for all animals to stay quiet and hide, because you don't know what's out there, and if you make your presence known, you might very well end up as prey. Having no other information about aliens and considering the risks, this does seem like a rational mindset. But the Pioneer 10 is already out there, slowly hurtling towards star system Aldebaran.
We've entered the Aldebaran system.
Aldebaran. So what are the chances of it being picked up by an alien civilization, assuming such a thing exists in the first place? Well, Aldebaran is more than 60 light years away, and that will take Pioneer 10 a couple million years. By then, we will be either so advanced that we don't have to care anymore, or, more likely, already extinct.
The domain of the outer planets is majestic beyond comprehension. The pioneers, first to brave this land of giants, first to fly forever among the lonely and endless stars of our galaxy, carry mankind's message. We're on our way.